topics should be avoided in the classroom. Debate presented by Hilary Clark and Zoe McDonald.
Facing loss is a difficult area for many teachers to address with children. Yet children frequently face loss. Loss and grief are implicit to the human condition and to life. The topic debated today is sad topics should be avoided in the classroom. In this forum, the term sad is used to describe grief and loss. Youth Beyond Blue and Richard Bully define grief as the subjective reaction to losing something that is important to you. This includes finite losses such as the death of a family member, friend, or pet, or non-finite losses, losses that are not death-related, such as relocation or the separation or divorce of parents. Other terms that may arise during discussion of grief and loss include bereavement, the objective state of having suffered a significant loss, and mourning, the cultural, public, or interpersonal efforts that are involved in attempts to cope with grief and loss. In this debate, we will be arguing from the negative standpoint.
Argument 1. Grief and loss are a natural part of life. Whether learned through formal education or not, students will begin to develop their own understandings of loss and grief. However, without a sufficient knowledge of death, loss, and grief, and their accompanying feelings, it has been found that many children come to develop greater fears and worries about death than those who have been well informed. The feelings of sadness, confusion, and often anger that can accompany death or loss are all part of the grieving process, and one's ability to accept this is particularly important for their emotional health. Classrooms are used today to provide students with a safe and open environment to learn about and discuss difficult parts of life. As teachers, we should be utilizing this same forum as a way to facilitate a healthy discussion about death, loss, and grief, and the expected feelings of those who are experiencing any of these hardships. We must also consider that students are not always naive to these issues, regardless of their personal experience. Students can be influenced by a range of sources. As Nelson Fever identified, by the age of 13, most children who watch television regularly would have experienced over 10,000 fictional film and television deaths, as well as numerous discussions or images of real death and loss presented by various media sources. We feel it is therefore extremely important that we as teachers address these tough topics to ensure that all students are equipped with the best, most appropriate information.
Counter-argument. Sad topics are dealt with differently amongst all families, and conflicting family values and religious views could render classroom discussion inappropriate.
While situations regarding family values and religious views must be handled in a delicate manner, we feel that the complete avoidance of sad topics to prevent conflicting views and values does not promote a healthy learning environment. Instead, as educators, we must encourage all students to be respectful and open to the opinions and beliefs of all those around them. We also believe that such a forum could give students an opportunity to take valuable insights from others, which in turn could support them in furthering their own understandings, healing, or values.
Created using Powtoon.